for like 2 hours or something every day. But yeah, I think I'm liking the structure of this one huddle a week kind of deal for the Wednesdays. So other than that, AEP is right around the corner. In my opinion, it's the best time to sell. I don't care what you guys have been told that it's not good for final expense. I don't see that ever being the case. I've sold the most insurance during AEP. The first month I wrote, the first full month I had was a $20,000 month. That was my first month ever doing life insurance in the month of December. So you not only did you have AEP, but you also had, Christmas and all the holidays around the corner too. So not saying that to brag. I don't know. I didn't even know what the hell AEP was, and people were just tripping out about it. Let me see something. Should have Mike in here too. Sorry, guys.
Personally, I think the holidays are emotional. I think that kind of helps us, especially in the life space.
Absolutely, man. You're 100% right. People are spending time with their families. They're all the beneficiaries we're talking about that they never get to see. And they're like, yeah, my sister's in St. Louis and I'm in Arkansas. They're over there. So 100%. But yeah, so we'll open it up to you real quick though. Noah, can you schedule a coaching call with me when you get a chance sometime this week, maybe next week? And then Eric, if you don't mind, we got to do a yeah, exactly. So are you cool at Bree Farmer? Is that her name? Farmer? Yeah. Oh, cool. I didn't know y'all knew each other. That's awesome. And then Eric, can you schedule a Met call with me? I'll send you the link just whenever you get a chance. Cool. Anybody else that needs a Met call, I guess I'll just look at my sheet here and then email it out. But yeah, what'd you guys have for me today? Any questions, challenges?
Yeah, I have a couple of clients who have not been mailed their policies.
What carrier?
GTL and Great Western.
Okay.
And they've been billed, but they haven't received the policy. I'm going to call them today, see what's going on. But is there something that I might be doing incorrectly that's causing that to happen?
So what I do, and if anybody else has a solution to this, maybe you do, feel free to pop off a mute. I just like Google the address because, well, Great Western has a postal verification, so I'm sure that's not the issue. Yeah, you just call the carrier right away and then just tell them, hey, my client hasn't gotten the policy. Now with GTL, I know for a fact if it's term, they won't mail it. You have to call them and then mail it. But it's a regular FE.
Yep, it's a fetch policy.
Yeah, so they should get it in the mail. Great Western has like a postal verification that they use. You guys, it'll probably annoy you at some point if it doesn't let you move forward and the address is right. But who was having an issue with that? Travis, you had an issue with that, right? The unit number was like throwing it off, but I just Googled the addresses to double check. I don't know if anybody else has like a postal verification you guys can use. But the first step is call the carrier.
The U.S. Postal Service has on their website a way to verify addresses properly, like to the format they actually use.
Perfect. Yeah, I would just cross-reference it. It's kind of like DIAC, but for the U.S. Postal Office.
No, I had the same issue with GTL and I had to call them and they didn't even send it. They were like, oh, we're sorry. We didn't even download it and we'll get that out. And the client was so ticked off. She canceled her policy. It's ridiculous.
Was that term or was that FE?
It was an FEX. Yeah. Final expense policy. And she just, yeah, it was a mess. But anyway, it was GTL's side. It was their flaw.
Yeah, I had a feeling they'd be upset. So I pulled up the emails from each carrier and told the client, the date of the email and that policy had been issued. And I gave them a policy number and said that I would get them the hard copy. So one way or another, they would get the hard copy. But I did not want to have happen what happened to you with that client. So I thought that was the best option for me at the time.
Yeah.
Hey, once your policy is enforced, do you change the disposition to enforce?
Yeah, 100%.
Because it'll send out an email with policy information and things like that. I didn't know. I just did it yesterday when I was checking my commissions and I didn't realize it sent out an email. So there's approved, there's issued, and then there's enforced. issued doesn't send an email, but enforced does. So I actually got a bunch of messages from clients yesterday, like, why am I just now getting this 2 months later? But
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you probably went through your sales and just everybody who was in force status.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it has the policy number and things like that too. So once it's issued, if you do it on time, they'll get that information as well.
Yeah, that's the key thing. And so the same thing that we were talking about on last huddle, Ashley, where we were talking about standard operating procedures, that's why it's important, all right, to make sure that these things, we have these checks that are in place. Once it gets issued, you want to go in there and put it at it, in force. And then there's some things that you can do and take a look at. I'm trying to figure out, let me see. I'm going to share the screen with you. So if you guys want to take a look at what goes out, it's just going to be in the same settings right here. And you can like switch up the verbiage if you want. You can switch up the task delay, but that's just one of my standard operating procedures is I try, and I'm not perfect, right? But I try. Hey, y'all, check it out. I'm literally uploading a video right now while I'm on the phone with the client. Talk about multitasking, not to interrupt the video and everything, but look, I want you guys to join the morning huddle. Guys, we're going to do this every Wednesday, tech training, answering your questions. It's basically a live coaching call. And then every other day, we're going to role play every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday in the mornings, just so that you guys can kind of shake the cobwebs out, put a little oil in the machine. Also be able to contact and communicate with some of these other badass agents who are doing the same thing that you're looking to do and just selling final expense over the phone. Nothing too crazy. But man, I can't believe right now I'm on hold with a client while I'm editing a video and shooting this little ad for the morning huddle. Hey, check out the link below. Let's go. Try my hardest to put it in force once it comes in force, right? And then once it goes in force, I put them into a nurture campaign. So there's 2 steps after a client makes their first payment. Right? The whole reason why this is super important is to generate referrals. And still not just making a sale, but moving the next generation forward, moving the next opportunity forward, right? And I guess we'll take a look at what I have here. So earn a $25 gift card by leaving a review on Google with a photo. So I try to get them to take a picture of their policy once they get it, because guys, if they draft, besides situations with what Noah has, where they don't mail the policy like they're supposed to, once they take a payment, they should have their policy in their hands, right? So, or what they really should have is your business card that you're sending out, your refrigerator magnet, your thank you card. Whether or not they even make their first payment, you want to send those things out, right? So that way you have tangible things that they're getting in the mail. And even if they don't get their policy, they won't call another insurance company. They won't call the next TV commercial. They're going to call you because they have your card in the mail, right? So as soon as I make a sale, even if it doesn't get approved, they're still going to get a business card from me in the mail, right? But this, could be a little bit more detailed. Take a photo with the magnet or something. I could probably redo that. I adopted a formula.